Hello, I'm Gordon Laing, editor of DSLRtips.com. If you're taking pictures of people on a very bright or overcast day, you can often find that the people come out looking just a little bit too dark on your photos. That's because the camera is normally fooled by that bright background and reduces its exposure to compensate. So the result is a perfectly exposed background but underexposed people in the foreground. Luckily, the solution to this is very simple, and it involves using your flash. And in this workshop, I'll show you everything you need to know. This photo was taken on an overcast day with a very bright background. Since this background occupied such a large amount of the photo though, the camera's automatic settings have given it priority. So they've set the exposure for the background and not the person in the foreground. So the result you see here is the background looks absolutely fine, but unfortunately there's not sufficient light to illuminate the person in the foreground, and they've come out looking underexposed. You could always brighten the exposure until the person looks right, but unfortunately then the background would become overexposed as a result. Luckily though, there is a way to brighten up the person without affecting the background, and that involves using your flash. Built-in flashes generally have a range of a few meters, which makes them perfect for providing a short-range boost to people in the foreground while not affecting anything in the background at all. Since most flashes won't go off by themselves during daylight conditions though, you'll need to set it to fire manually. Here's how that works in practice. To make sure your flash goes off regardless of the conditions, you'll need to pop it open. On some DSLRs there'll be a button labelled with a lightning symbol that you'll need to press. On others you'll actually lift the flash unit yourself. Check your manual for details. Note that some models like this Canon DSLR though won't let you manually pop up the flash while they're in their fully automatic modes. So turn the command dial from the green rectangle to P for program mode. This is still fully automatic, but it lets you adjust more settings, for example manually popping up the flash. So to do that, simply press the button labelled with the lightning symbol. With the flash opened, it will go off regardless of the conditions, providing a boost to anything nearby while not affecting the background. Technically this is known as a fill-in flash, and it can prove invaluable when you're taking pictures of people outdoors during the day. The best part is that on most modern cameras it's also a completely automatic process. The camera will figure out all the difficult stuff, balancing the light from the flash with the light from the actual surroundings. So here's that photo again, taken on an overcast day with the camera's automatic settings, where the background looks fine but the person is underexposed. Now here's a photo taken just moments later in program mode, and the only thing we've done is popped up the flash. This has provided a boost to the foreground, illuminating the person while the background has remained perfectly exposed. It's also ideal at times when stark lighting is causing unwanted shadows on your subject. This portrait was taken late in the day when the sun was very low. The shadows looked fine on the background but were just a bit too much on the person. So here's a photo taken moments later with the flash popped up, giving a more even illumination to the person. Note that due to the aperture settings required by the flash in this particular example, more of the background is in focus. Once again, the best part about this technique is that with most DSLRs it's fully automatic. You just pop open the flash and the camera works out everything else for you. If the person is looking a little bit too bright with the flash though, then you can reduce the power by using your flash compensation settings. Check your manual for details. Alternatively, just step back a little bit further. The really important things to remember though is that the flash that's built into your DSLR will only be effective over a few meters. Beyond that, it will have no effect at all. And of course, once you've finished taking this picture, always remember to push the flash back down again. Many people assume that flashes are just for indoor photography or pictures taken at night, but in this video you've seen just how useful they can be even in the middle of a bright sunny day. So the next time you're taking a picture of someone outdoors during the day and they just appear a bit too dark, use a fill-in flash to give them the boost they require. For a step-by-step guide that accompanies this video, along with many more techniques, head on over to www.dslrtips.com.